Right now at 10, holiday travel season underway. How busy the air and roads will be this year. And a light show drawing crowds. One homeowner's mission to spread some holiday joy. Plus $1.6 billion on the line. Tonight's winning numbers from the fourth largest Powerball jackpot ever.
You're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. It is a busy week for shopping and for traveling. AAA estimates more Americans are traveling this holiday season than last year, and airports and highways are expected to be crowded on Tuesday. Gwen Baumgartner has the latest.
'Tis the season to be traveling. AAA estimates a record number of Americans, over 122 million, are traveling this holiday season, beating last year's all-time high of 119.7 million travelers.
How has the experience been so far this morning?
It's been fantastic. There's always going to be some sort of chaos, but you just got to have patience.
While Tuesday is expected to be a busy day in airports, travel experts say things will slow down later in the week.
Once you get to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, things slow down a bit. So if you've got still some flexibility, maybe book a Christmas Day flight. Those tend to be cheaper and airports are just calmer on Christmas Day. Then things ramp back up post-Christmas with people coming back home and the New Year's crowd that wants to travel for New Year's Eve.
Interstates are also expected to be crowded this week, about 110 million people hitting the road this holiday season. Some travelers in the Northeast tried to beat the traffic by getting out on the road late Sunday night.
Yeah, we left around 11 o'clock.
Wow.
And actually, it's been a pretty good drive. The kids were kind of like, oh, we don't want to go, we don't want to go. You're going. You're going to enjoy it.
How has the traffic been so far?
Actually, it was wonderful. There was no traffic at all. That's why we left late. That's the key to cross the New York State is leave at 11 o'clock at night.
And an added bonus for those hitting the road this year, gas prices are hovering around $2.86 a gallon nationally, down almost 20 cents a gallon from last year. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Now, the holiday hustle means more officers on the road. It's part of the annual nationwide Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Last holiday season, Wisconsin saw 403 crashes that involved impaired drivers. Drivers are also being asked to call 911 if they see impaired drivers on the road. Everybody loves to get a jump on the holiday travel season, get out ahead of that potential traffic. But in terms of weather conditions, no severe weather in the forecast, Greg.
Nothing through the Midwest, Southern Plains, all the way. You got to get to the West Coast or the East Coast to see anything significant too right now. So really there's no issues. And we're still in the 30s here with a little bit of cloud cover off and on, light winds, very mild conditions for the end of December here coming around on Christmas. For tonight, the lows really are closer to our average highs from the mid-20s further north to the low 30s further south. Few breaks here and there, but there will still be plenty of high clouds out there passing through with the light winds, all a mild start. And for tomorrow too, really going to feel really nice. We actually get a little bit more sunshine towards noon for La Crosse too, getting up to about 38 at noon. There will be a northwest wind behind a weak little front that's kind of coming through right now, and that will tend to keep the temp down, else we'd probably get a little bit warmer with the more sunshine. And Eau Claire starting off 26, kind of right where we should be for a high temp, getting up to about 33 with a little bit of west-northwest wind too. Once again, more sunshine than what we saw here for today. As I look at the big picture, there's off and on cloud cover coming through, some low, some high, and this is kind of be the pattern probably all the way through Tuesday. Nothing to speak of precipitation-wise with this. You see all the temperatures holding in the 30s. So later on, we'll kind of break down. Yeah, we got a mild Christmas. We'll see how much actually snow's left on the ground by then. We do have a sharp cold front coming through after it, so we'll break that all down, what to expect post-Christmas coming up a bit later too.
All right, thank you, Greg. And a reminder, whenever you're traveling, you can always use our First Warn weather app to track that weather 24/7. La Crosse community organizations say they struggle to get resources to help people without homes, especially this time of year. Tonight, community members gathering at the Reach Center to remember 25 people who've died while experiencing homelessness. They lit candles and hung Christmas ornaments with each person's name.
Many people that we encounter that have experienced homelessness are, everyday individuals that are part of our community that have run into a challenge, a struggle, things like that, and need some help. And that's what's really important. I think events like this help us to remember that we have to work together as a community.
The event also collected donations for people staying at the center. La Crosse County reports 206 people are currently without housing, down from 216 in September. The Hillview Life Center is asking for the community's help to help fulfill their holiday wish list. The new space will bring elderly patients together with younger disabled patients, and students in health science programs at UWL will help run the facility.
So for the students, the supplies from the Santa's elves are really vital to the programming. We're going to be able to do so much more if we have more supplies to do those things with.
So some of those needs are gardening tools, adaptive cooking equipment, art materials, and sensory and wellness items. We'll link that full holiday list at news8000.com. A deer in La Crosse County has tested positive for chronic wasting disease. That's the word from the Wisconsin DNR. CWD is a fatal infectious nervous system disease. The deer was a hunter-harvested adult buck. It was harvested within 10 miles of the Monroe and Vernon County borders. Well, good news if you applied for home energy assistance help. Payments are now being sent to residents who signed up earlier this year. The Wisconsin program offers a one-time $240 electric payment and $440 heating benefit. One La Crescent home is turning heads this holiday season. News 8 Now's Jadis McGee shows us how it all comes together.
During the day, this looks like a regular house, but once the sun goes down, it turns into a complete light show. Every night, thousands of lights sync up to music at this La Crescent home, creating a drive-by light show families can enjoy right from their cars.
I've always been a believer of traditions, and when I was young, we used to drive around looking for Christmas lights, and I always just tried to go above and beyond and make it more special for everybody.
Stegen says the goal has always been about spreading holiday cheer and giving people something fun to enjoy this time of year. And that focus on tradition has turned the display into something neighbors say feels bigger than lights and music.
It's holiday spirit right in our backyard. It's a wonderful thing for the community.
The display is located along South 14th Street in La Crescent and runs every night throughout the holiday season. Reporting in La Crescent, Jadis McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadis. There was a special night at Sparta High School. Hayden Krein was welcomed into the Spartan Athletic Hall of Fame. It was during halftime of the boys varsity basketball game earlier tonight. In his high school career, Krein posted 163 wins, which is the third most in the school's history. He was also a Wisconsin State champion in 2016 as a sophomore and a three-time third-place winner, as well as a four-time regional champ and a two-time Mississippi Valley Conference champion.
When I moved here, I saw all these great wrestlers, whether they were state champions or just state placers, and I wanted to be like them. So it's pretty neat to grow up in the area and develop and have the support that I did. And Sparta is a great community that accepted me for where I was and really took a kid that all he wanted to be was the best, and they encouraged me a lot, and I really appreciate the support.
A reception followed at Wisco 8, where community members gathered to honor Krein's achievements. The Powerball jackpot now worth $1.6 billion. It's now the fourth largest Powerball jackpot ever. That lump sum payment estimated at $735 million. The drawing taking place just a couple of minutes ago, and those winning numbers tonight are 3, 18, 36, 41, 54, and the Powerball is 7. So I haven't checked my ticket yet. I know Greg didn't win. I already saw you toss your ticket off to the side. Well, still to come tonight at 10, a Warner Brothers battle. The company now outbidding Netflix to try and buy the media giant. Plus, stores tracking your shopping habits, how retailers change prices based on your data.
A snowstorm on the radar means it's time for a trip to Blaine's Farm and Fleet to stock or restock your supply of snowy weather essentials. Save on ice melt, spreaders, snow shovels, even name brand snow throwers. Trusted brands of tires and automotive batteries, scrapers, emergency kits, and more. Plus, we've got you covered from head to toe with great deals on boots, coats, hats, and gloves. Find value on the products you need to gear up your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
If you've been waiting for the best time to buy furniture, this is it. King Furniture is preparing for the biggest sale of the year and will be closed December 24th and 25th to celebrate with our families. But we'll reopen Friday, December 26th for an incredible year-end clearance. Shop store-wide savings as we clear out inventory and make room for new styles in 2026. Our showroom is stocked with the brands you love, available for free delivery. The year-end clearance starting this Friday at King Furniture.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. the best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Bort Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Well, more Jeffrey Epstein files were released today, but heavy redactions and a slow release have drawn criticism from lawmakers and survivors. The Justice Department says the redactions protect survivors and the innocent. According to the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the DOJ must report to Congress in the coming weeks why it made any redactions. The Trump administration is escalating pressure on Venezuela by seizing oil tankers in international waters. The Coast Guard captured a second vessel Saturday carrying what the U.S. calls sanctioned oil. The first seized tanker is now heading to Galveston, Texas. President Trump says he won't back down from his campaign against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro.
He could do whatever he wants. It's all right. Whatever he wants to do. If he wants to do something, if he plays tough, it'll be the last time he's ever able to play tough.
The Coast Guard pursuing a third tanker that evaded capture. Since September, the U.S. military has destroyed 28 alleged drug smuggling boats. Venezuela's government calls the actions, quote, theft and kidnapping. This holiday season, you and your neighbor could be shopping for the exact same item, but paying very different prices. Consumer advocates say surveillance pricing may be to blame, a practice that uses your personal data while you shop online. CBS's Evan Moon explains.
You may be shopping for gifts from the comfort of your couch, but stores can still see who you are.
Most of these companies are charging you a different price based on some data they have about you. It could be your location, it could be your proximity to the store, it could be your shopping history, knowing that you bought a product previously and are willing to pay for it again.
It's a practice most people aren't aware of.
Do you know what surveillance pricing is?
No.
No, never heard of it. What is it?
Consumer Watchdog President Jamie Court says surveillance pricing is nearly impossible to avoid.
You know, you can try to limit how much information they have about you, but the genie's out of the bottle, unfortunately.
Court says his organization has evidence all the major retailers use personal algorithms to nudge a price up or down, targeting data from your Amazon cart, Uber rides, or even the brand of laptop you're using to shop.
No, it wouldn't surprise me, but I would probably monitor pricing on a general basis more frequently.
And for those traveling for the holidays,
Airlines will charge you a different price depending upon how many times you go to the website.
he says using a private browsing mode is one strategy.
It used to be you had to shop around to get the best price. Now you have to shop around and pretend you're not you. It's nuts.
But Jameson Spivak with the Future Privacy Forum says all the data collection could mean lower prices for some frequent shoppers.
Personalized pricing can benefit consumers through individualized discounts or loyalty programs that reward consumers for repeat business.
Currently, there is no federal regulation for companies that use surveillance pricing. We reached out to the FTC, who has been investigating this practice. A spokesperson said no comment. Evan Moon, CBS News, New York.
New York and California have implemented laws to target surveillance pricing and provide transparency for consumers. Proposed federal legislation has not made it through Congress. Paramount is upping the ante in its hostile takeover bid for Warner Brothers. Billionaire Larry Ellison is guaranteeing all $40 billion in equity to finance the deal. Larry is the father of Paramount CEO David Ellison. Paramount's deal offers $30 per share for the company, including CNN and other cable channels. Netflix is offering $27.75 a share, but plans to keep cable channels separate. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, mild conditions with a little bit more sun for Tuesday, but unfortunately, most of the forecast deals with a lot of cloud cover. So we'll break down those temperatures through Christmas and then show you when we'll have some colder air. All coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
This cozy season, we invite all of our neighbors to make their bathroom the coziest room in their home. With quick installs and a lifetime warranty, we bring quality upgrades right to your doorstep. And we won't just leave you there. Our experienced team will be there every step of the way. Plus, with our easy financing available, you're able to get the comfort you want today on a budget that works for you. So upgrade your cozy room this season with River Valley Remodelers. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Wow, this couch is really comfortable.
I know.
And I love the leather.
Mm-hmm.
And it holds up to snacks.
Yeah.
Oh. Where'd you say you got this couch from again?
Westco in Sparta.
Become the couch potato you always wanted to be and say goodbye to 2025 by taking 25% off furniture and mattresses.
Satisfy your inner couch potato only at Wesco on Sparta. Stop in today.
Get great gifts for the gearhead in your family at Menards. We carry automotive products and mechanic tools from the most trusted brands. This Masterforce 3-ton, low-profile floor jack lifts fast for quick and easy automotive work. Get one now for $149.99. Get stability where you need it with Masterforce 3-ton jack stands. They feature secure double-locking safety protection. A 2-pack makes a great gift. Only $34.99.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Yeah, overall, we're in a mild stretch of weather. At the same point, we should be keeping those temperatures, high temperatures, back below 30. And really, this time of year, going into the first part of January, everyone now sees average high temperatures in the 20s. And of course, we bottom out towards the middle or just early, late January. But we're going to be closer probably to the beginning of December, or in a lot of cases, the end of November, with the temperatures that we'll see at least through Saturday. And then we do have a big change coming for Sunday too. But overall, the big pattern is you can kind of follow the pattern. Really, the jet kind of curves back to the north and curves just to the north of us. So in this type of flow, you typically are going to have mild conditions, but you are going to have quite a bit of cloud cover because some weak little disturbances kind of ride right along it as the California coast. They're starting ready to get hit with quite a bit of moisture here for overall. So that is what we're kind of dealing with for the big picture wise, and that's why we've had such mild conditions. And we're going to have a lot of cloud cover. As you can see, a lot of this is just streaming west to east. A lot of it's high, but also we do have some low cloud cover in there. And sometimes you can get a weak disturbance that may get you a little bit of precipitation, but you don't expect much in the way of significant precipitation with this pattern. All the cold air, as you notice here, is locked well to the north. We're not going to see any of that too. In fact, we actually get another little push of more warm, milder air coming towards Christmas. We kind of push that down a little bit right there. You can see the winds begin to turn around to the northwest, but the big push of Arctic air comes towards probably late Saturday, as you'll see this push just right through there through Sunday too, as Arctic air kind of filters in behind a cold front. Now, with the lack of snow cover on the ground across a lot of the area now, or what it will be by then, it won't last long or be as severe if it could be if we had snow on the ground, because by the Monday, Tuesday, it pushes off to the east, and then as we go, we have more milder conditions and potentially a more active pattern starting to set up by next Tuesday, but more to come on that. So precipitation-wise of this pattern, you do have opportunities to see weak systems. One is Wednesday, a couple fronts here with a little bit of drizzle, maybe some precipitation Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, depending on temperatures. Could be drizzle, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle. We'll keep an eye on that. Going into Christmas night, there's a little bit more of a significant system diving south. That produces some precipitation, and right now I think it'll be mostly rain. But once again, we'll have to keep an eye on temperatures. Amounts in this one would be fairly light with better chances to the east. So that's your precipitation going through Christmas too. So overall, fairly dry, but there are some opportunities. For tonight's lows, these are really our typical high temperatures that you would expect. Tomorrow, more sun, but that northwest wind will probably try to keep these down, but still some areas, especially as you go further south, might get to the 40-degree mark. And then Wednesday, we got high temperatures. Once again, more cloud cover definitely, and that little drizzle opportunity towards the later half of the day or evening hour. 30s, but you see some mid-30s up here too. So precipitation type we'll have to keep an eye going on. And then Christmas, we could have a few breaks in the cloud cover, but a lot of times we're probably going to see more than not a lot of clouds going in. Mild start to it. into 30s potentially too, above freezing for a lot of areas. And then throughout the daytime, we're going to get up to the mid to upper 30s. That rain should hold off. It's better as we go towards the nighttime. And give you the idea too, there's your cloud cover and there's your two fronts, and that provides a little bit of opportunity, as I mentioned, for Wednesday afternoon. But all in all, the big change for temperatures then comes Sunday with a lot of wind, and this one definitely has the wind in store. We'll keep an eye on precipitation chances for that, but right now look fairly low, but we drop it down to the teens before we come back to about 29 on Tuesday, which is average. So we'll keep an eye on that because that has a lot of wind potential too. But otherwise that, you know, if you're looking for that Hallmark type Christmas day, you're probably not going to see it.
Not this year.
No, not this year.
All right, thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Badgers look to right the ship ahead of the Christmas pause. Plus, it was raining threes inside of the Central Gym tonight. Highlights from around the neighborhood next with Jacob.
Right now, get free shipping when you come home for the holidays at Home Furniture.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hy-Vee is your holiday headquarters. Save big Saturday through Wednesday. Cook's ham portions, just $1.77 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $2.88. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, 2 for $1. 5 pounds of potatoes, $1.48. Cream cheese, just $1.28. Save on Nabisco snack crackers, Lay's and kettle cooked chips, Pepsi 6-packs, and more. Save in-store and online, Saturday through Wednesday, only at Hy-Vee.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew Final Days.
Initiate Final Days protocol.
And just announced Final Days bonus cash. That's 1,000 bonus cash back, and that's on top of other offers.
Hurry! Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone. Built Wild Bronco family, adventure is selling quick.
Now lease a new Ford Bronco Sport for $259 per month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Meet Jim. He loves the holidays. If he could celebrate year-round, he would. While some parts of the holidays can be a bit of a challenge, Jim knows that getting great gifts is no problem because he can easily gift holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery for everyone on his list. With prices starting at $1 and retailers always close by, it's easy to spread joy all around this holiday season. Nice work, Jim.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the Central girls are off to their best start in years, undefeated through 5 games entering tonight, but the Riverhawks facing their toughest test of the season, hosting 7-1 Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Been a while since Central started out a season winning their first 6. We begin with the host crashing the glass, Cameron Wychick gathering the board and gets the and one. Then the Riverhawks start shooting the leather off the ball. Ellie Opwan was fire, the freshman, hitting 3 triples in 4 possessions. She finished with 17 points, and Ellie Gillitzer says, let me get in on the fun. A little later, she had a few trifectas in half number 1 herself at the end of the game with 13 points. Good night to be named Ellie. How about those Central Riverhawks? 6-0 going into their Christmas break with a 72-37 victory. On the boys' side, a non-conference matchup with West Salem hosting Wausau East tonight. The Panthers coming out of the first half with a 29-point lead, and they keep their foot on the gas as Drew McConkey is going to rise up for the putback and get the 2 points. Lumberjack sophomore Cooper Schmidt trying to cut into that deficit as he uses the right hook for the basket plus the foul, but the orange and black would not look back as Nathan Dillber and the home team win their 4th in a row in blowout fashion, taking this one 93-58 over Wausau East. Just down the road, Melrose Mindoro making the trip to Bangor. The Cardinals would fly out to an early lead courtesy of some quick ball movement, which would end up in the hands of senior Brody Edwards, who will nail the 3 ball from the corner.
Down but not out, the Mustangs get a triple of their own with Brady Blaken touching nothing but net from downtown, but Bangor getting the job done on both ends of the court, and that would seal the deal. Taking this one in front of the home crowd, 81-46 against Melman. Other scores to pass along tonight. Sparta defeats Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Arcadia falls to Durand, Arkansas. North Crawford squeaks past Hillsboro, and Kickapoo crushes Lafarge. Holman wins by 1 over DC Everest in girls action, a low-scoring affair. Sparta victorious in a tight one. West Salem clobbers Logan, and Melrose Mindoro wins a non-conference game over GET. Badgers hosting Central Michigan tonight. No John Blackwell, but Nolan Winter was a man on a mission in the first half. 11 points in the first 12 minutes for him. A little later, Braden Carrington pump fake, slides to the left, and cans the 3-ball to extend the lead. Then Hayden Jones, he got the start for Blackwell, and here the freshman with the crafty up and under plus the foul. And how about reigning Mr. Basketball of Wisconsin, Zach Kinzinger, with his first points of his college career with a 3 right there. Badgers get back on track as they go on to take it 88-61. And although it might have felt like the sky was falling for the Packers on Saturday night after an unfathomable collapse at the end of regulation against the Bears, with all things considered, the situation could be much worse. It's not all doom and gloom for the fans of the green and gold, as the team still has a great chance to make the playoffs. Next Gen Stats giving Matt LaFleur's team a 93% chance of clinching a postseason berth, thanks largely in part to a Lions loss to the Steelers yesterday. If Green Bay wins one of their final 2 games, or Detroit falls in one of those last 2, the Packers are in. One thing to monitor, though, moving forward will be the status of Jordan Love after he left Saturday's game with a head injury.
That's always a tough one to navigate. There's a lot of steps to getting through that, but I do think just my conversations with people, I have not specifically talked to him today, but it sounded like he was doing better.
And that soundbite coming from yesterday's media availability. We'll have an update on Love as it becomes available. But another injury note to keep a note of, the Ravens head coach John Harbaugh telling reporters Lamar Jackson day-to-day with a, quote, significant contusion due to this hit he took last night against the Patriots. Green Bay and Baltimore facing off Saturday night from Titletown at 7 o'clock. Now, every guy does react differently to these head injuries. You hope that Love can be back soon, though, before the playoffs. Because not that Malik Willis isn't good, but Jordan Love is, when he's good, he's one of the best.
There's definitely a difference in tiers there for sure. But with the 49ers win tonight, it looks pretty much likely that the Packers are going to be locked in as the 7th seed.
Pretty much.
All right. Thanks, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
Finding new adventures and extra confidence and extra miles and room for everyone and standout style. And it all comes together in a Chevy SUV.
You can get $1,500 cash allowance on all 2026 Traverse models.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
Ava, let's go.
Try it on.
Shortest distance between two people is a smile. That's why we're committed to fighting hunger in our communities until everyone has a reason to smile. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
It's time to wrap up your holiday shopping for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, with great last-minute gifts at even better prices for all the originals on your list. Like assorted Duke Cannon bar soap, $4.99 each. Select candle and wax melt warmers, your choice, $14.99. Men's work and sport shirt jackets, $34.99 while supplies last. Plus, Blaine's gift cards make the perfect stocking stuffers. Find the value you need to bring a little more joy to your world. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
A Missouri man is spreading Christmas joy one bicycle at a time. He's collected bikes and refurbished them, giving away more than 170 over the weekend. Cariana Gamboa has the story.
It started with a simple act of kindness. One day, Richard Mahoney decided to buy a bike for a little girl he saw at Walmart. But it didn't end there. The girl's mother posted about it on Facebook, and it quickly went viral. That's when his idea took off.
I wanted to give 20 bikes away from Richard Mahoney for Christmas. And it blew up. I'm at 175 right now.
All the bikes collected in just a month and a half. Many of them were used bikes that Mahoney fixed up himself. And as word spread, more people stepped in to help, donating bike seats, tassels, and more to make each bike feel brand new.
The kindness? Yeah. See, here it comes.
His daughter also stepping in to help.
I knew he was going to be overwhelmed. It was going to get a little more than just a few bikes and a few kids. And so I wanted to make sure I could be here to guide him along.
And today, all the work paid off, acting as Santa's little helper, carefully checking his list.
And I did it twice.
And how excited are you to get a new bike for Christmas right now?
Good. Very good. It's cool and I love it. Yes, and I love how the hearts and the words come together because they're so cute.
Mahoney and his daughter are encouraging families to bring back bikes their kids have outgrown so they can be refurbished and then passed along to other kids. A great gesture. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
When the food truck arrives at our neighbor's place, it takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside our neighbor's place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocates.
Save big money on everything at Menards. Power up your gifts this Christmas with Energizer. Menards has the largest in-stock selection of Energizer batteries. They provide long-lasting power for flashlights, gifts, remotes, and more. Stuff your stockings with a 4-pack of Max batteries for $3.99. Clean up your space with help from Rubbermaid. This industrial-strength 32-gallon trash can is built to withstand intense sunlight and freezing temperatures and comes with a lid. Now $14.99 after rebate.
Where do couch potatoes go for the most comfortable couches? Wesco and Sparta.
These cushions like clouds. I haven't moved in hours. Spilled salsa? No problem. Wakes right up. Perfect for an afternoon nap or two. Built-in USB charger? I never have to leave.
All right, couch potatoes. Store's closing.
Say goodbye to 2025 and take 25% off furniture and mattresses.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red? Making customers happy. That's my favorite tradition.
Like my sweater.
Get 0 down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus $2,000 bonus cash on Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
This cozy season, we invite all of our neighbors to make their bathroom the coziest room in their home. With quick installs and a lifetime warranty, we bring quality upgrades right to your doorstep. And we won't just leave you there. Our experienced team will be there every step of the way. Plus, with our easy financing available, you're able to get the comfort you want today on a budget that works for you. So upgrade your cozy room this season with River Valley Remodelers. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home. Build our community.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and our neighbor's place, where every injury and every neighbor matters, because together we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
All right, a bit more sun tomorrow, but we will have that northwest wind, so a few more spots will probably get up into the 40s, but it could be mid-30s up to the north to the low 40s, so above average, so get out and enjoy. We do have a lot of clouds Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through Friday with a lot of 30s and 40s. There is a slight chance for maybe some precipitation Wednesday afternoon, a better shot maybe for some showers Thursday night. Both events are kind of minor at this moment, but notice the big drop coming Sunday behind a cold front. Thankfully, we don't have a lot of snow on the ground because that's going to help a little bit. But
a little. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.